Warren Street. We're on a Green Line train here, and we're going to bypass Clark and Lake here because I hopped on this Green Line and there was an incident and we were waiting for it to start here. See, look, there's a train stop right here. So we're going to breeze right through. This is Clark and Lake Station. It's unusual that we just go through here without stopping, but we get a great view to the Board of Trade here at LaSalle Street. Look at that classic view down LaSalle Street in Chicago. Thanks for being out here. So we'll just take a look. We'll get off at Morgan stop in the middle of the West Loop there, and we'll get some nice views of it. Trusty, look at the whole. Yeah, there's the orange line there that's looking down the loop here. We're going over Monks here, and this is Lake Street. Hey, Krista, how you doing there, Krista and Christy? Thanks for tuning in. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll just do a little cruise through the West Loop. I had these plans of going to Little Italy and going by the Hull House, but we'll do that some other time because. We'll see if I can even make it back to the office by 1 o'clock here. Hey, look at this view to the Sears Tower here. There's the top of the Sears Tower, the Willis Tower. And that's looking down Franklin Street here. We're on a Green Line. We're heading to the West Loop. So we'll just go to Morgan and then we'll walk all the way back to the Riverwalk. It's a general plan here. We'll get some nice views to the Chicago River. You see the river through the windows there. There's the Sea Dog going by. This is Wacker Drive. We'll cross the Chicago River right here. Look at this view looking south branch of the Chicago River. There's the tuning fork building. That's what I call it. We streaming okay? There, look at that glass atrium there. Get a nice view into the Ogilvy train shed here. There you can see all the trains, Ogilvy Station. How you doing there? Thanks for tuning in here. We're on the Green Line. We're already moving to the Clinton stop. We'll go one more station.
Transfer to Metro trains at Clinton.
And this is named after DeWitt Clinton, not Bill Clinton.
Doors closing.
So we'll go one more stop here and then we'll start walking around. I'll be able to talk more freely here. We're just taking a Green Line. If you just joined, go through the West Loop here. Anna Marie, Mary Therese, how you doing there? Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Is next. Doors open on the right at Morgan.
There's that ramp. So we're heading through. There's a pink line. We'll cross the highway here. And we'll head into the West Loop. We're heading west on a Green Line here. I'm just filming out the window. So, there, we'll cross the highway right there. Just looking towards the Jane Byrne interchange there. The Kennedy Expressway, looking towards the Dan Reimer, looking south here. So we'll walk back through here on our way back. We'll reverse this. We'll probably walk down Fulton Market there. Check out the West Loop a little bit. We can keep moving here. It always makes me nervous, ain't it? Every time this train stops here, we'll see you can look back to the Sears Tower there. Yeah, we're on the L. We're on the Green Line here. It's like the slowest train in the world. It's not rapid transit at all. It's like slower than walking. Oh, you're wearing the teal colored shirt. That's great, Anna Marie. Thanks for getting the t-shirt there. Carla, how you doing there? Yeah, it's old. So we'll see if we can get moving here. There we go. Now we're moving. Hey, look at this. The Parker. Look at that view of the West Loop there. There, look, there's a good view of the looking down Halstead. We got one more stop to go. See if we can make it there. It's like you can almost see the station, but you can't get there. Yeah, look at this mural here. There, we'll see some of the new housing. There's Nobu. There's new housing here in the West Loop of Chicago. Look at this thing here. The reflection. Hey, look at all the pickleball courts. So this used to be, they had a holiday village here. I didn't go in it. PG had to pay to go in it, but look, they got a bunch of pickleball courts, and they got some picnic tables. They got some They got a bull ride. Look like they got little amusements here. Looks like they got a movie projector place here. Look at that nice mural here. We're on Lake Street here, heading west here on the Green Line. Look at this housing. Let's see if we can get to the top here. Can't even get to the top too, it's too tall. There it is. But here, we're getting off of Morgan here. This next stop here, we'll check out some of this housing here. Hey, we're almost here. Good.
This is Morgan. This is a Green Line train to Harlem and Lake.
Hey, we made it. We made it to Morgan here. Thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Morgan stop. Look at this new construction here. We're in the West Loop. See, they got all this. Here, we'll head out on the platform here. It's the pink line. That's some nice pants. I like the pants she's got there. Look at this new construction right at Morgan. Yeah, this is new to me here. They're building right here. There you see the Sears Tower. This was built the last couple of years. This is housing here. That's looking straight east towards the lake. That's relatively new. It's amazing, all the new stuff they built here. So we'll go out to Sagamon Street here, and we'll just, we got 12:02, so we got a full hour here to walk. I had this idea that I would hop on the Green Line and transfer to the pink and head over to Little Italy. We'll do that another lunchtime walk. I got on that Green Line early, and we were stopped there because there was an incident in Clarket Lake, probably some police incident, and so we didn't move for 15 minutes. So I quick relabeled the title to this, so we're just going to walk through the West Loop. At least we're going to see a few different things instead of my usual walk through the loop or South Loop or something. So thanks for tuning on here. We're underneath the Morgan Station here on Lake Street. Look at that amazing mural over there. I almost want to go over and check it out if we can get across the street here. We'll see if we can cross. There's bike lanes. It's pretty busy here along Lake Street. Yeah, we'll cross right here. Make sure this truck's not pulling out here. Hey, look at that thing. Look at that place over there. I want to film these murals here on Lake Street. Look, especially this one. Look at that. Look at the amazing detail. And here we'll get the train pulling into the station here. But look at this place over here. Asian. Look at that nice outdoor seating here. We got a mural here. Yeah, we'll go over here to Morgan Street, and we'll cross and we'll head up into Fulton Market district of the West Loop. Look at these faces. Classic artistry there. Look at that. Look at the buildings across the street here at Lake and Morgan. Look at the bottom of the Green Line there. See how traffic. It's really narrow here because they got the ADA accessible elevators. They added this station. There you got margaritas. There's a pool hall over here. And here, I want to check out this mural here real quick. Hey, CDOT, Chicago Department of Transportation. Joe Murals, yeah. Thanks for tuning in from Northwest Indiana. Neighbors there, yeah. Hopefully you guys did okay with the storms. I know crazy storms blew through Chicagoland area and Northwest Indiana, all the way from Iowa. And I just want to film this mural here. Look at that. And there you see the elevators, the trains pulling out of the Morgan Station. We filmed this across the way. Look at this nice outdoor seating area they got. Maybe they'll use this later tonight there. And here, let's head over to Morgan and we'll make a right. We'll head up to Fulton. What time we got? 12:05. How's everybody doing? What is today? Tuesday, July 16th. Look at this nice outdoor seating. Taquito West Loop. Here's the Taquito, Bar Taquito right here. So there's lots of outdoor seating, and we'll see it along Fulton Market district there. You're in Iowa? No damage in Iowa? Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, I know the whole country's getting their taste of storms, and we're not spared here. We got 2 nights in a row. We've had trees down and tornado warnings and all kinds of crazy weather. We were at Wrigley Field last night. I attempted to film the Journey Def Leppard. We got some of Journey. I left before, right as Def Leppard was coming on. I could have pushed it, but I went over to Crazy Dog Dad's place there just in case of the rain, and we assessed the situation and we saw the storms were coming, so he gave me a ride home before the rain hit. So I got out of Wrigley, made it safely home before that storm hit, and then I was watching the radar just like everybody else. And I missed that Jeremy was filming from the rooftop of Eugenie Terrace. I bet that was amazing with the lightning and storms blowing through downtown Chicago. He probably had a perfect perch there. I'll look and see if he posts any reruns or anything. But Jeremy's a pilot. He knows about weather. But here, thanks for tuning in here. We're in the West Loop of Chicago. We're over at, if you're following along here, this is called Fulton Street. Fulton Street. See how they got some brick pavers here at the intersections here. They got some outdoor seating. We'll cross over here to Swift and Sons, and then we'll head back this way. There we can maybe see the yellow going by here. Maybe not. Too many trees in the way. That's a nice dog. Wow. People rolling their luggage here. Look at that mural. Hey, let's check this out. Nice artwork. Sometimes you can see the Metra off in the distance. We walk over this way sometimes, check out the trains on evenings. I haven't been here in a while though, I admit. That's why we're doing a little walk over here. Red lunch walk. Look at all this new housing. That's down on Randolph. And that taller building here. See how a lot of this used to be a meat market, warehouse, wholesale place. It used to be a lot of, they converted some of this to loft housing. It's been going on since the 90s. West Loop, since I've been in Chicago for 26 years, is in a constant state of gentrification, and it's even getting more expensive now. I didn't think it could get more expensive than it was in the 90s and 2000s, but it's even more expensive now. Price of housing just goes up, up, up. John James, Tara, how you doing there, everybody? Sharon, how you doing there? Lisa, K Closet, Anna Marie. Lakia Burgess, thanks for tuning in there. Hope I'm saying your name right. Dolores, yeah, thanks everybody. PI, how you doing? Yeah, we saw Carla and Anna Marie. Thanks everybody for tuning in here. It's getting hot, but it's not as hot as yesterday, but it still feels like summer, which is nice. Aesop, wine, juice and smoothies. Look at this new construction here. So this is Sagamon. Is this Sagamon? Sagamon and Fulton Market. West Loop of Chicago, Fulton Market District. Everywhere you look, there's construction cranes. Here, we'll head back to the Timeout Market. There's a grocery store over here. They got places you can sit outside. This is nice. Hey, Julie, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the West Loop. See how it goes all the way over to Ogden. Timeout Market. Brunch all day. I haven't been in here. Let's check this out. I don't usually come this way. Let's see what this market looks like. So look, they got a bunch of lunch stuff here. It's like a food court. They got all the kinds of foods. You can go here. They make the sushi right here. Got a sushi bar, ramen bar. Look at this food cart. Timeout Market, Chicago. Am I still streaming okay? Look, you got a bar here. Look at all the wines. You got all these tables. Let's check this out here. Yeah, so this is this is a true food court. You got Chinese dumplings, Italian, excuse me, I got a frog in my throat here. Got a nice digital display here. Indian gastropub, Latin street food and tacos. You got Art Smith sandwiches, Gutenberg, German-inspired burgers. Hey, you get your German burgers. We forget the hamburger comes from Germany, Hamburg, Germany. Look, upstairs, Lizzie Cafe. The best of the city under one roof here. This is called the Timeout Market. This is called the Timeout Market, Chicago. Look, Southern Bites. Hey, get your Southern comfort food here. New kitchen coming soon. JoJo's Shake Bar. So here, let's get out of here. But it's making my mouth water here. All these amazing smells, and you can sit outside. You can get your food and just sit outside here. Timeout Market here in Chicago, Fulton Market District. Isn't that nice? So you can sit on the AstroTurf here. Look at that bike. See that? That's a delivery bike. You got plenty of cargo space in the front there. But look at this new construction. We'll head towards the Riverwalk here. That's a great place. Oh yeah, that's exactly. You look at that. You got a true food court with every style of cuisine you could almost imagine from all over the world there under one roof. And everybody can get something different, and then you can meet at the table there, sit outside if the weather's not too hot. Here, we'll cross here. We're at Peoria Street. This is Peoria and Fulton Street. There's the green and pink line run right through the West Loop here. See these warehouses that were converted into storefronts and housing above. You can walk right down the middle of the street here. They got the street closed off. So I'm gonna walk down the middle of the street here. This is nice. We can film both. See the skyline. We're walking east towards the Riverwalk area, and the Loop and Michigan Avenue area is all east of us. We're in the West Loop here. That was a nice food court. There, Duck Duck Goat. Look at all this outdoor seating they got here. They got heat lamps. We don't need heat lamps now. See, they got the umbrellas they can open up. Look, Fulton Street Wholesale Market. Look at that sign. Look at that beautiful sign on this beautiful warehouse. You can imagine what this looked like when all the old Model T type trucks would pull up, and they would unload stuff from the railroads and transfer it in the stockyards. And look at this. They added these in the last 5 years or so. They built these office buildings. John Deere has offices in here. You see how it's green roof? They got little trees and stuff on those terraces. We got all this outdoor seating. Here's the Publican. The Publican's an important, or a popular spot here. They got the Emporium. Eat, drink, the Beatrix. Here's the Beatrix restaurant and market. You can sit outside here at the Beatrix Market. Hey, there's a street sweeper. We missed the street sweeper going by here. Maybe we can catch it over here. It's going real slow over that cobblestone. But here, Fulton Market, the Publican. We'll cross over this way. Lots of traffic, lots of traffic. Yeah, piping in the music there. See, look. Remember, we saw that going up all last year. Here, Green Street and Fulton Street, West Loop of Chicago. Bar LaRue, look at that. Look at these flowers. Yeah. And see how you see they got the signage, Fulton Market District. It goes over the street. We're seeing it from behind, so it's reversed. You sit in the bar there. But believe it or not, my housing in Lincoln Park is cheaper than the West Loop. This is actually more expensive. And look, I get to live near the lake and the park, so positive, negatives, everything. There are a few parks over here, but they're not large. Mary Barthelme Park and a few other ones. You go over to Union Park, but that's way well west of here. It's the West Loop of Chicago. We'll see some nice skyline views here. Yeah, it's always a place to go. That's why thanks for tuning in here. Fulton Market District here, West Loop of Chicago. So Greektown south of us. Another time I'll walk through Little Italy and we'll cruise through Greektown. They have some new artwork they have there in Greektown on the street there I want to showcase. And here's Halstead Street. There's a bike lane. See, we'll cross by the Fulton Market District here. Wait for this car to turn there. We can look back and see where we just came from there. Here we'll cross. Got the light here. What's over here? The Vocaria. Is that what they call this? We got some outdoor street in the Fulton Market. There you can see that green roof on this office building here. What's it called? I can't even see it. Bar. You can't read it. That's okay. Here, we'll head across here. You can look it up. There's some housing here right at Halstead, and yeah, we'll cross here with this guy. Halstead Street at Fulton. Looking south here. So yeah, Greektown's all that way. We've walked through there many times. Hey, there's a nice dog. So look, we got a nice view to the Sears Tower. I hear the train going by, so we'll hear the watch. So that was unlike the train I was on, which was going really slow. This one's going fast. There's the pink line heading west there. It's only 4 cars. Scenes of the city here. It's getting hot. 12:17. Look at this housing. There's Carnival. That's a nice restaurant right here. Carnival restaurant. You can see it from the Kennedy Expressway. Traffic's backing up, heading northbound. It's not too bad heading south, it looks like. Hey, Merck's turning in. That's good. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, thanks for waving there, Mary Therese. Streaming good. We're streaming clear of the rear. Good. There's so you see all the options there. Ida B. Wells, Adams Street, Indiana. Look at this housing on the along Halstead there on the right, and then you can look over to the Sears Tower, the presidential towers. You get the highway here. Sometimes we get lucky and the train goes through there. We'll stick around here for 1 second. Maybe we'll get the train going by. I hear a train, but I think it's my imagination. Sometimes you can hear the train echoing through there. But here's the Carnival restaurant. Here comes the train. Look at that, yeah! Scenes of the city there. There's the train going over the Kennedy. That's the shot I wanted there. Look at that heading into the West Loop. Yeah. So now we can move on. Carnival. So we're still on Lake Street. We'll head over to the river and then we'll just tootle around the Riverwalk there. See if we see some boats. Yeah, happy Tuesday. There's lots of traffic. So here's a limb down. So I haven't seen as many trees down as I saw in Lakeview yesterday when we walked by in the morning. There is some storm damage. It looks like a tree was pushed down over there, but yeah, we're seeing some limb damage from the winds and the storms that came through last night. That was scary when about 9:30, 10 o'clock last night I was watching the news and they thought there were tornadoes on the ground, and there might have been in several areas of Chicagoland and even headed into the city. All of Cook County was under a tornado warning, which is unusual. And we've been having very active weather middle part of July here in Chicago. Yeah, YouTube, isn't it nice? We got this other option here. You get 720p landscape. We'll mix it up here. Get to see both sides of the street. It's great for streaming. Like I said, I had plans to go all the way down to Taylor Street, but I was stuck on that green line and it wasn't moving. There was probably a police incident at Clark and Lake because we didn't even stop at Clark and Lake. So here I'll cross the street here where it Desplaines and Fulton here. We'll check out some of this, and that's a lot of the West Loop is just like this, where they take old warehouses. Look at this one. So not only did they add these balconies that wrap around the corner and hang from the top, they added 2 floors to the top of this warehouse that's been converted to housing. And a lot of the West Loop, especially further west, is like that. We're pretty close into the river here, and some people don't even consider this part of the West Loop because it's stuff that's west of the highway. But this is Desplaines and Fulton Market. Here you see the presidential towers. Here, we'll cross here. There's nothing coming. There used to be a gas station here, but nothing lasts. Not even the gas stations. Right here, you see all these balconies hanging over us here. So we'll head towards the river here. Thanks for bearing with me. There's the L. Kind of see the L moving through there. There it is. See it in the distance there. There's the green line heading through there. Derecho? What is that? D-E-R-E-C-H-O. The weather was called a derecho. Yeah. Is that Spanish? Yeah, let's look that up. I'll look into that. I haven't heard that either, but that's it. Yeah, we've been having some crazy weather, and I guess that's probably a good word to describe it if that's the correct term to use. So there are some gas stations that surround the downtown. We passed the one there at LaSalle and Clark, and then there's one at North and LaSalle on the north side. There are some gas stations on Chicago Avenue, and there's one in River North. There's a BP right there near Portillo's, and it's really expensive. And then there's some gas stations. There's probably there is one in the actual loop, which is, it's on Ida B. Wells at Dearborn. There's a gas station, again, at very expensive prices. There's also some down at 18th Street when you get off the Dan Ryan, and there's a gas station at Roosevelt. Roosevelt and Wabash. There's a gas station near State Street, or maybe is that State or Wabash, one of those two. And so here we'll head across here. Here's some of the older warehouse buildings that still exist here on the edge of the West Loop. We're at Jefferson and Fulton here. There you see some of the ones that were converted to houses there. Here comes the Metro. So look, here's the Metro train pulling into there. It's just the engine. It's just the engine crossing there. A lot of times the engines will switch tracks to pick up a new line of cars as they pull out of Ogilvie train station. And we cleared that up yesterday. There's Ogilvie and there's Oglesby. There's two different people. Ogilvie was the more recent governor of Illinois in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s, and that's what Ogilvie train station is named after. And then there's Oglesby, who lived in the 1800s. We filmed a statue of. But see, it says Fulton Station. This is a newer development, but you see how these are newer developments that kind of match the warehouse housing of this older stuff, where they see how they hang the balconies. You just hang the balconies from the structure of the building. Chris, how's it going? Chris, did you do okay with the storms? I know it was pretty bad, and it was just scary seeing that line of storms come through, and they didn't know if there were tornadoes or crazy winds. It blew through so quickly last night, and that's why I got out of Wrigley Field. I hung out with Crazy Dog Dad. There's the pink line heading across the Clinton station. We're at Clinton and Milwaukee here. We'll go under these are the Metro tracks that go into Ogilvie here. And we'll see if we can cross here. It's a crazy five-way intersection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streets here. This is the last little bit of Milwaukee that runs at an angle. We'll head over to the Riverwalk. We got 12:25, so we got plenty of time. Look, no tents. No tents. And look, they're gone. So This is new. Remember how we used to walk through here and there were people living in tents? You see how over there they got little no tents, and that this is the Supreme Court decision. The Supreme Court decision that just came through about people camping in public areas. The police, the city of Chicago can now use the police power of the state to clear people out here that are sleeping underneath the metro tracks. And this is to me, this is newsworthy, because since the pandemic, we've been walking underneath here and there have been tents. Remember, there's been tents, and you see, look, they put this no tent sign, and it looks like it's actually being enforced. So this is new. Of course, I'm empathetic to the unhoused, but the city uses the police power of the state to do a lot of things, including zoning and regulation of uses. And so tent encampments, it's sad to say, are just going to be another use that the city either has to accommodate and find areas for or exclude, just like zoning, you know, where certain uses are excluded. You have to get a permit to place a tent on a sidewalk, things like that. Even to the street performers that perform on Michigan Avenue, you're supposed to get a permit if you're at a specific location. I knew that car was going to do that. Here, we'll cross across here. We'll head across Canal Street. Sometimes the Metro crosses right there, but we got 12:27, so we'll just head up to the Riverwalk here. There goes the green line. There's the green line heading across Canal Street. You see the Ogilvy train station in the back there. Here's Gibson's Steakhouse on Canal Street. We'll head up the stairs here. Yeah, I wish I was bilingual. I wish I would have took Spanish in high school. I took French, and my French is atrocious. You know, I could better converse with Ulysses' Odyssey there, but I'm always appreciative that Demichi in Germany, his English is so good, and Ulysses' Odyssey there in France, our fellow live streamers there from Europe, his English is so good, and here I am, an ugly American, and I can barely speak English. But here's Gibson's. We'll head straight over here. People are sitting outside enjoying this weather here. It's nice to see and you can sit inside. The Gibson's in here. We'll head over this way. We'll head around here. We got some wind. Look at this housing. Remember, we watched that building go up. Hey, there's people walking the dogs, taking photos with the dogs there. Yeah, that's awesome. So we'll head around here. We're at the confluence. We'll head over and get you some views of the river. Beautiful dogs. How you doing there? Hey, how you doing? That's great. That's nice to see that outdoor seating being used at Gibson's. There's a train going across Wabash. Here comes a boat. Yeah, look at these boats. There's the Fort Dearborn heading under the Kinsey Street Bridge. There's where the Dave Matthews Band incident happened. We filmed that sticker over there. There, they're having fun on the pleasure craft. How you doing there? Let's zoom into them there. See if they wave back there. How you doing there? It's awesome. Look at that. There's the train. There's the green line heading into the loop. Look at these scenes of the city here from the confluence of the north and south branches of the Chicago River. Look how the river's a murky brown and green. It's because we got a lot of rain last night, so the river's probably a little up. There are some kayakers here. There's that bridge in the upright position. They're still working on that last section there. I want to be able to walk all around there. That will help out my lunchtime walk so much if I could just walk around there. Texas draw. Yeah, you know, I'm look, it's Volare. So this is there's an Italian restaurant called Volare. I wonder if that's the boat that's associated with that restaurant. Look at that. I gotta brush up on my Italian too. Yeah, amazing views. Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah. Well, immersion's always the best way. You know, like when I was in Japan, I was starting to pick things up, but then when you don't use it every day, you lose stuff. Same with Spanish, same with any French, German, or Italian or Chinese. You know, if you immerse yourself in it, it helps out a lot. And look at these boats. Let's zoom into these boats here, heading under Franklin Street Bridge there. We'll head right over there. Scenes of the city here. Look at that. Look how nice that is, the confluence. Spanglish! Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. See, you know, that's it. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's the same thing, you know. And I guess that's true of any skill. Practice makes perfect. But here we'll head around the confluence. Look at that boat there going by. Look at these skyline views, and we'll head right back to Lake Street. We've been stuck on Lake Street and Fulton Street most of this walk here, including when we were on the Green Line when we started there. There's the Merchandise Mart. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Thanks everybody for checking out Wrigley. I fully intended to cover Def Leppard, but then that weather, I thought I was gonna have to walk home. So I was like, well, maybe I need to start heading home. And then I went over to Crazy Dog Dad's to reassess the situation and was playing with his dogs and didn't go back live for Def Leppard. We heard Def Leppard singing from his place, but then he gave me a ride home, so I wasn't going to pass up that. Really appreciate that. Thanks to Crazy Dog Dad. And it's nice to have friends that live right there in Wrigleyville. I know some other friends that live in that area too. It's good to, in case the weather gets crazy, you got a place to dodge and shelter. But here we'll head along. We'll cross Lake Street and we'll head to the Riverwalk here. What time we got? 12:32. We got plenty of time here. We're doing good. There's the Salesforce Tower. So if you missed the beginning part of this live, you can watch the rerun there. We started the Morgan stop on the Green Line and we headed through the West Loop. And we checked out Timeout Market. Now we're heading by the confluence here, Lake Street. Hear that train? Train whistle. I feel like It's a Wonderful Life there. George Bailey. Train whistles. Chris knows what I'm talking about. The best noises in the world there. Ship horns, train whistles, and I don't know what the third thing is. There's always an excuse. I got excuses too. Here, we'll head down to the Riverwalk here.
It's like we're smarter. Yeah, it's really weird at that point, but it's not terrible still.
Let's see what's happening on the river. Hey, people are sitting in the lake chairs here. There's a map. We just crossed Lake Street there. We'll head over past the Merchandise Mart. Yeah, trains are awesome. So yeah, the water's kind of murky and brown because I guess we got a lot of rain there and it's kind of churned everything up. These people sitting out here on the chairs. Nice spot here. See if we see any boats coming this way here so I can get ready. No boats. There's no boats heading up to South Branch. There's no boats coming out here, so we'll head this way. Maybe we'll catch them coming the other way. Jet engines, yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that's the third thing. There, Chris got it. Airplane engines and anchor chains. That's what George Bailey says, and It's a Wonderful Life. It's the best sounds. Because that was the whole thing. He wanted to travel the world and build bridges, and you know, he got stuck there running his dad's bank in the crummy old Bedford Falls, and he always wanted to get out of there. And he found him a nice woman, settled down, and he felt like he was missing out. But what's the number one lesson from It's a Wonderful Life? Which, of course, is a take on the Charles Dickens Christmas Carol. You know, he gets to see what his life would be like if he didn't exist. You know, the same thing that Ebenezer Scrooge. We all impact and touch each other's life. And to me, the main lesson you get out of It's a Wonderful Life is the end. what's most valuable? It's not money, it's friends. It's people that help each other out through tough times, and that's what it is. His friends come out and bail him out of his financial situation so he can keep the bank going, because he helped all those people out with the savings and loan, and he was part of the community, and people helped him out, and he forgot about that. And it's, what's the most important thing? No man, you know, what did Clarence say at the end? It has friends, you know, and that's why we're doing this. We're all connected, and I realized that during the pandemic, I was like, man, you know, I didn't have a family and kids. I'm like, man, if, you know, what if we all do die? I'm going to die alone, you know, and people that were single, we went through the pandemic by ourselves. I know people with families, you were stuck with your family, but, you know, at least that was something. And as much as I loathe certain aspects of social media, there are positive, because there's positive and negatives to everything, and that's this lunch bunch. We're all connected here, and people tune in on TikTok and other platforms here. We'll go under Franklin Street here, and I appreciate all you guys for spending time here enjoying this content. We'll see the here. I'll stick here because we won't catch it if we head through there. We got 1236. It's pretty warm. We're probably in the 80s here. That's a beautiful dress there. Look at that. Look at the colors. People got their summer outfits on. This is great. Here comes the Wendella water taxi heading under the Franklin Street Bridge here. We've taken that water taxi. We'll do it again. There comes that boat's coming back. So that's that boat we saw earlier. It turned around. Here comes the Shoreline. So these are the two competing water taxi companies. So you got the Shoreline, which goes to Navy Pier eventually, makes a few stops. Yellow water taxi goes to Chinatown. I don't think the Shoreline does go to Chinatown, but I might be wrong. They used to, but I have to check their schedule there. So here, we'll head around here. No man is poor if he has friends. See, Chris, you know that movie better than me, and I'm glad you're on because I'm messing up all the quotes. No man is poor that has friends. And look at that. You know, that's an important life lesson, you know. You can't buy love, and you can't buy friends. You can buy people that'll act like your friends, but true friendship is more than about money. So here, we'll go by water taxi. Heck, there's another water taxi going that way. We got Lickety Split going this way. There's Vamos. Look at this beautiful view. We can see it often here on the Chicago Riverwalk. There's Lickety Split. People taking the water taxi. Points east. People are sitting here along the projection wall for the merchandise mart. I still got to film the new display here. Some night we'll find ourselves down here at 9 o'clock when they shoot that off on a night where they don't have fireworks. Yeah, thanks for posting that, Chris. Here, we'll head over the Riverwalk here, Chicago. Go past the wildflowers here. Hey, you got the Brews and Bites bar here. Yeah. Look at that little tugboat. So that's the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago boat. They got several boats. We usually see the smaller boat. Here, hold on a second. Let me zoom into that. See, that's the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Chicago boat there. Here, let's see if I can zoom out here. There we go. Yeah, it's a beautiful rare thing. Look at that. There's Lucia heading by the merchandise mart. Hey, how's it going, Laura? How you doing there? Thanks for tuning in here. Sorry if I missed anybody else. Sometimes I get distracted. I missed some comments here, but I appreciate everybody commenting and saying hello to each other. Yeah, we'll just follow along with Lucia here and head under Wells Street. See if we see a train going through here. Beautiful people here on the beautiful Riverwalk. Hey, got another bar on this side.
Just check with Jeremy first.
There you get the whole merchandise mart. That boat's sitting full there. Look at that shit. I saw some kayakers there. They're already further down, so maybe we'll catch up with these kayakers, or maybe not. They're really moving. There's the Chicago Cut Steakhouse. Check out the skyline here. Here comes the L. Well, maybe not. Maybe it was just a bus. We'll see if we get around this crowd here. Hey, we'll head by the waterfall here. Yeah, they got all these little electric boats you can rent here. Pedal boats. Oh, you had a tree fall in a shed? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Laura. Yeah, thanks people for sharing. Has anybody else had any storm damage from the storms? Sorry to hear that, Laura. I hope your son's okay there. Northeast Indiana, yeah. I know that's those storms. It shows you. Look at how widespread they were. It wasn't just Northwest Indiana near where we're at. It was Northeast Indiana, and that's over north of Fort Wayne and east of Elkhart and South Bend. There's shoreline sightseeing heading underneath the LaSalle Street Bridge. See the shadows. So we'll head under LaSalle Street here. Here comes the Bright Star, so we'll get ahead of the Bright Star here. Oops. Yeah, the nice sound. Look at these sleek boats over here. They got those nice classic boats there lined up underneath the Britannica building with the clock. Look at all the people sitting here on the seating wall here. These steps that terrace down. This is a very popular spot. They got the shade trees. You can sit here and watch the boats go by and just veg out and have some lunch. Great place to people watch and boat watch. And I got the ice cream truck or the ice cream cart there. Bright Star's heading by. It's always a boat going by. There, have your lunch there and watch the boats go by. Britannica building. Thanks for tuning in. So even the pigeons like it. There, Bright Star. You're gonna place your mom's roof? Really? Oh, so the winds messed with the roof there? Roof leaking? Yeah, see, it's constant maintenance. Yeah, the storms, yeah, it's always something, constant maintenance. But, you know, what are they saying? Ounce of prevention is worth a pound of pain. That's good that you're taking care of your mom there, Chris. We commend you for that. And taking care of your mom's house there. That's good. I'm sure your mom appreciates it. And yeah, my dad always deals with that too. He's talking about, he replaced his roof a few years ago, and then he's always worried about it. You know, it's always, you got a house, it's like Terminex, roof, plumbing, electrical issues, water in the basement. There's always something going on, you know. It's like a car. You own a car, it's always some maintenance, something happens. You got to take it in for dealership recall. Who knows, you know. Yeah, hopefully the insurance will help. Yeah, that's why I was wondering, these people that cars fell, like your son that fell, you who was saying that there, Laura, your son, you know, that hopefully insurance will help out with that. But you know, they consider these things like act of God, you know, things you pay insurance for, like weather. You're like, come on, you know, that's why we buy insurance, for exactly for things like this, and they'll find a technicality, but that's just my paranoia. Here we're heading by the Tiny Tap here. Tiny Tap on the Chicago Riverwalk. Yeah, I think we talked to the events manager, the Tiny Tap here. She was pretty nice. There's the Marina Towers. 12:45. See, we got time to get back. Thanks for coming along for our little jaunt. There's some kayakers. There's some kayakers over there in the blue kayaks. We'll get closer to them here. Good. Insurance, great. Use that insurance. That's why you have it. That's good. Yeah, it's getting harder for people in like Florida and California to maintain insurance because of all these weather events, you know, and the flooding. They don't want to cover flooding, which if you're in a hurricane, what's your number one damage? Flooding. You know, if the winds don't get you, the water gets you. You know, that's always the way it is. There's a boat coming this way, but here's Tiny Tap, Chicago Riverwalk. We'll head around here. Here comes the boats. Friend lives in Hollywood Hills. Oh, I bet, yeah, because they got wildfires, you know, like look at California. You got mudslides, fires, you got the Santa Ana winds, which cause fires and mudslides. I mean, come on, it's just, you know, California is a paradise, but earthquakes, I mean, what else could go wrong in California, you know? Here's the sky views heading right by the Marina Towers. Look how close it's getting to the side there. This boat's coming this way, maybe that's why. Here's the Marina Towers, the corncob buildings. Look at that. Look at the sky view coming by here. We'll head over to, yeah, George Jetson. We'll head by the City Winery here. People eating their lunch here, sitting on the benches. But isn't it nice to see people enjoying summertime, using the outdoor seating? Flood damage? Yeah, Florida. Yeah, they don't cover flood damage if it comes through the roof. You know, that shows you. You know, it's just, you know, what good is insurance for? That's what you need it. You know, it's just I hear the price of insurance is going up too. It's another thing that's adding to inflation. It's just the cost of insurance. Did you see the Fed says that they're going to lower interest rates even if there's still inflation? Imagine that, you know. So they got to keep the stock market up at all costs. Like the stock market hasn't gone up enough. You know, I know every people, the strange currencies that we're all supposed to be invested in this thing, but I question it because it's a power structure. You're investing in a power structure. You're investing in the wealth of others that get wealthy off of you buying what they already own. You know, I wish we could go back to a more egalitarian and look at this boat pulling in. Let's just get this boat pulling in to the City Winery here. More equitable, socialized retirement. Yeah, I know. Now I sound like a hippie socialist. I know they want to privatize Social Security. I'm against that because what if the stock market crashes? Look at like that'll never happen. The Fed will never let that happen, of course. Look at that. Look at him pull this boat in here. This is watch. See, they got engines in the front and the back. All these big boats like this, they have crews. They're gonna throw a line to this guy that works at the City Winery here. He's probably or downtown docks. He works for the downtown docks here. There it is. See, they got the little buoys there on the side to keep them from rubbing against the side there. Look at that. See, he's tying it down there. They're tying it down. Let's see the back of this boat. Let's see how the other half lives here. Let's see what the name of this boat is here. Serena 58. Serena 58. There they are. Look at that. See, they got the beautiful back here. No, it's Playbook. Playbook. The name of the boat's Playbook. That's awesome. So here we'll continue on here. Look how they got the chairs on the top there. Look at that. Marina Towers. There's always some big multi-million dollar. This is a true $10-20 million pleasure craft right there. Imagine how much it costs to maintain a boat like that. How much does it cost to insure a boat like that? we do witness boat accidents every once in a while. Yeah, election year recession. I wonder that too. I'm looking at the market. It at least has got to sell off a little bit for the uncertainty of the election. I know now that the Republican convention is going on, they think, you know, after Trump has survived, thankfully, the assassination attempt. I don't want that to happen either. But we got to. But they think they got it in the bag. No, it's going to be a close election, and we still got to have the election either way. And we don't want it to be decided by the whims of a 20-year-old kid that just wants to go out in a blaze of glory there. Here's the Fred A. Bussey. Look at the Fred A. Bussey 41 going by here. Here's the Chicago fireboat. Look at that. So you can rent that. They take tours on it. You can rent the back there. There's the Fred A. Bussey fireboat. So there's a new, the Christopher Wheatley is the new modern fireboat that's moored out there at the Coast Guard station usually. Here goes City View. Look at that beautiful dog. How you doing there? That's great. Hot weather. Hot weather in New York City. Yeah, it's hot. How you doing, Christopher? Thanks for tuning in from New York City. Yeah, there's always so much going on. Hot town summer in the city. We were pretty hot yesterday, and it's thankfully it's cooling down. By Thursday, we should be back in the 70s, which is amazing compared to how hot you and the rest of the country are. I know the rest of the country's pretty much in the heater. Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, thanks for your content you post there on YouTube. There's the Chicago Brew House. Chicago remembers here. Yeah, this is always packed here. The Chicago Brew House has probably got the best location here along the Riverwalk, right at the bend here. Yeah, I think I consider the former president a bully too. I wonder if that had something to do with it. That kid felt like he was bullied his whole life. You know, and it's a fine line. You got the bully pulpit there. I know Trump loves to play the part of the bully. I'm just amazed. I can't believe he picked J.D. Vance, because J.D. Vance, I can be more free with my opinions here on YouTube. J.D. Vance, he actually did an incendiary tweet after Trump survived the assassination attempt. J.D. Vance did the most incendiary, actually blamed Biden for the assassination attempt, and then Trump picks him as his VP. What message does that send? That sends that he's going to use J.D. Vance as his attack dog. And I think that's why he wants to use J.D. Vance, and he's from Ohio. So I know it's a strategic pick. That's why Mike Pence was such a weird VP pick for Trump the first time, because Trump was going to win Indiana anyway. Ohio is actually in play, just like Michigan and Pennsylvania. It makes more sense for him to pick somebody, a senator from Ohio, strategically, you know. But I read Hillbilly Elegy. Some of my ancestry is similar to J.D. Vance, even though J.D. Vance does not have Melungeon ancestry. I have Melungeon ancestry, but which is true. It's even more hillbilly than hillbillies. I mean, even the hillbillies look down on the Melungeons. I'm not joking. You know, people with Melungeon ancestry know exactly what I'm talking about and why. And here we're here's the Shaker Lake. But you know, I'm very happy for J.D. Vance. He's lived the American dream there. He served in the military, went to Yale, married well, wrote a book. Now he's riding the political coattails. Could ride him all the way. J.D. Vance could be president of the United States one day. Can you believe that? Can anybody believe that? We didn't even know who this guy was, 12 years ago. That shows you how quickly, and like the rise of Obama, we didn't know who he was. He rose really quickly politically. Things happen like this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the size of this boat. That's even larger than the other one we saw. It's called Corporate Retreat. There's your Corporate Retreat as they go by. What's that floating out there? I saw that. There's like a seat cushion or something. That's a seat cushion from a boat that fell off. Some inflatable. But yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, but Biden's backtracking. Biden is regretting, you know, he used the term target, put a target on its back. I know the incendiary language is on both sides. I'll do my best not to contribute to it, you know, and try to be respectful. And it's hard because most of this election, we're all voting against the person we fear the most. And you know, whether that's Biden or Trump, you know, I know some people really are excited about Trump. Certainly has much more enthusiasm, more enthusiastic supporters than Biden. I'll admit that. And then that's a criticism of Biden that I'm willing to make, even though I personally do not buy into Trumpism. I never did. I didn't like Trump when he was a reality TV star. I don't think he's as successful as a businessman as other people claim. And he gaslights a lot. And as someone that grew up in a cult, I understand what gaslighting is. I've been gaslighted my entire childhood growing up in a cult. And now we got an American cult, which maybe America wants to be a cult. Maybe America wants to have a king. You know, isn't it interesting that just like the ancient stories in the Middle East, you know, with the Bible, you know, they went back to having a king too, but that was never a democracy either. Look at this 48 coupe, absolute. This is the absolute boat. Look at these boats going by. None of these people are working. All these people are just on a Tuesday in the middle of the day, partying it up, enjoying the stock market at the all-time highs. Look at this. Look at these little boats. Look at that little yellow boat. They're taking a nice photo here. So here we're underneath the Wrigley, the Tribune, and the Intercontinental Hotel, watching the boats go by here on a beautiful Tuesday. Thanks for being a part of it. We'll head up the stairs here. I got to wrap this up, but we made it back. We made it back from the West Loop. Thanks for coming along for a little tour. I'm not signing off just yet. I'll get you up the stairs here. Yellow submarine, party on the boat. But you know, it's never bad or as worse as we fear, and hopefully the worst tendencies of America will be constrained, and we'll find a way through this, and we'll get through this election year. You know, and sounds like there's live music up here at the corner of Wacker and Michigan. I'm tripping up the stairs here. Yeah, we got a trumpeter. Look at that. Yeah. What a beautiful day here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of it here. Scenes of the city here in Chicago on a beautiful summer day. Beautiful trumpet, beautiful trumpet. There's usually a musician playing on that corner. Sounds of the city here. Smooth jazz. Isn't that nice? So here we'll wait to cross here. Turn back and get this wonderful view. Oh yeah, smooth jazz. Such relaxing. There he is over there. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Thanks everybody for tuning in for our lunch punch walk here. We'll cross the street here. They're jumping the light here, but we'll fall behind them. This last bus is gonna turn here. We'll let this bus turn. We'll cross here with this nice view looking north on Michigan Avenue here. Yeah, we got the light here. There's the Charities on the corner. We made it through without being solicited. I consider that success. Look at the Jewelers building. See how you can see the Jewelers building in that gap there, and then look at these classic vintage skyscrapers with the new ones interspersed within them, the Mather Tower. You can look down the street wall of Michigan Avenue. Thanks everybody for tuning in for Scenes of the City. Beautiful summer day here. We'll head back to work, and hey, we started this with the train ride. We took a green line out to Morgan. I hope to do that more. Maybe we'll take the pink line, go through Little Italy, and go down to Chinatown. We'll expand now that the weather is so nice. We'll try to do some extended lunchtime walks here on YouTube. So then when people on TikTok are like, you never go to the west or south side, I'll be like, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. We'll do the inner west side, the inner south side. And of course we do the South Loop and West Loop and other places. Well, I want to get down to Pilsen. Fiesta del Sol is coming up. That's such a great time to go to Pilsen. We'll head down 18th Street and check out all the beautiful food and murals and people and music. Fiesta del Sol is coming up. And thanks everybody for checking out it. Carbide and Carbon Building. We'll cross Water Street here. Hey, they're scooting along. See if we get the light here. We'll cross with these people here. That's a nice bike there. Electric bike. Thanks everybody. Thanks John James. Thanks Laura. Thanks Julie. Thanks Merck. Christy, Amber, Annette, Dolores. Betty, how you doing there, Chris? I know, we should just have the election right now. I don't think anybody's going to change their mind between now and the election unless something really catastrophic happens, which could happen, you know. And the net, I don't want it to happen. That's what we're all fearful of, you know. It just get it over with. The net, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I know. I wonder if they're going to reconsider the spectators. And, you know, do you want to go to a political rally now when, you know, you can't really defend yourself because you got to go through the security perimeter, and if the authorities can't protect you, who can? So hey, have a good rest of the day there. We'll see you on TikTok tonight. Thanks everybody. If I missed you, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you later from Chicago. Have a great day, and we'll see you on TikTok tonight. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Okay, Closet. See you later. Thank you.